This week's video is sponsored by absolutely nobody. Hello guys, and welcome back to the show. TheLostLatvian here with the Saturday's video. Yes, Saturday's video, first one of this year. And I got a special treat for you guys. Look at that. I got 5 hats to show you. And these are very special hats. It's not like you can just hop online, and press the buy button and then a week later you're gonna get the hats. I had to wait for these ones, and then 2 of them were an absolute surprise to me. But we're gonna talk about all of them, all of these hats. First of all 5 of them made about, let's see, 16-17 hour journey, to get here. So these all came from Australia. My good friend Lee sent these ones to me. He reshipped it. I bought these 3. He got it for me, on a deal. And then these 2 he gifted to me, Oh boy, that guy's a legend again. But yeah, let's look at the hats. And I'll divide this pack, these 2 dark blue ones and then these ones. Let's first look at these. And so all 3 of them are fitted. All 3 are 59.50s. And all 3 represent AFL, Australian Football League. And so yeah, I got 3 different teams, 3 two-tones. All 3 of them have off-white crowns. One has a brown button, then there's the black button, and then there's a red button. So let's look at the red one first. And this one is a nice two-tone. And first what you see is AFL logo on the back. Two-tone New Era flag. Red button. And this team is Sydney Swans. They have gray unders, black sweatbands. Cap is made in China, and they are 100% polyester. They have colored eyelets, so super classy Sydney Swans cap. So check out that logo. And like I said, this cap represents Australian Football League. Season is about 3 months out. Can't wait for it to start. And they have this AFL tag inside as well. So yeah, that is the first cap. This nice two-tone Sydney Swans. Then let's move on to the next one, and I did not have this team's hat until now. Same logo on the back. New Era flag. And this team is called Essendon Bombers. It's kind of a crazy plane, like kind of like sharply coming down, like the bomber would approach, and drop the bombs. Pretty cool, Essendon Bombers. Also colored eyelets, black button, gray under, black sweatband. So what do you guys think? Do you guys like these Aussie football caps. I absolutely love it, you know. Let me tell you something. I fell in a goddamn another rabbit hole, you know, over the Christmas break, New Year's. I stumbled on the cricket game. You know what the cricket is? Check it out if you don't know. It's kind of like, I wouldn't even say it's a baseball like, you know, I can't see much similarity with the baseball besides that they do hit the ball, you know, they throw the ball like in baseball, but even then the throw is different way. The way you throw it, they throw down, bounce off the ground before the ball comes up, you know, and then the guy tries to hit it, you know, and the bat is different, you know, like in a baseball it's a round one. This is kind of like a flat shovel like, you know. You would have to, like a goalie stick, imagine the goalie stick where it's the thin part and then it widens up and comes down before the blade curves, you know, so it doesn't have a blade, but that, you know, narrow, goes fat, goes down, you know, goes wide, and that's that. So yeah, I did not fucking know that game at all. You know, I've heard about it, I've seen it before. I just flipped through the channels. I was like, oh yeah, this cricket, I don't fucking understand anything about it. So somehow, you know, I'm laying in the bed, you know, and I'm looking, let's just watch the game, you know. And so it was a women's game down in New Zealand, actually. And it was a live game, and I watched it. And by the time, I mean, the game goes quite a while, like freaking 2.5, 3 hours, you know. I'm not going to go into the rules or whatnot. Check it out yourself, you know. It is actually pretty freaking awesome game. I'm so glad that by the end of that first game I ever watched in full, I understood what's going on, you know. And then my friend Lee again, you know, I asked him a couple questions and he explained it to me how it all works, you know, and it made total sense to me. And now I'm hooked to it, you know. I'm watching cricket every goddamn day now. I just go to ESPN Plus, you know, and they broadcast those games at the very convenient times, you know, here in the US. You know, I'm in a mountain time zone, you know, so some games start at sometimes 4:30 p.m., some start at 6 p.m. And so I can watch those games. It's super entertaining, you know. And then I can also watch on demand, you know. And I actually finished watching West Indies playing England, you know, and I was kind of rooting for Team England, you know, but in a series of 5 games, West Indies came as a winners, you know. They won 3 games, you know, England won 2. The game 4 was just absolute fucking craziness, you know. This English player, his last name was Salt, you know, and I mean, he was a fucking awesome guy, man, you know. He scored a lot of points. So also the point system is different, man, you know. With the highest per one hit, you can earn 6 points, you know, and then it's 4 points, and then depends how many runs you make back and forth. Like, it would take another video for me to explain how it all works, but check it out. It's actually fucking entertaining, you know, and this will definitely fill the gap between when the baseball season is over here. Nothing is going on besides my soccer, my football, which I absolutely love it. And then cricket will fill in the gap, you know, from now till AFL season comes and new baseball team comes, baseball season comes. So yeah, I fell into that damn rabbit hole, man, and I love it. So I'm actually looking to buy some jerseys, probably, you know, cricket jerseys. I'm crazy about stuff like that. Too bad after doing some research, I haven't found any cricket team 5950s. If you know any, let me know. So Essendon Bombers here, AFL. So now the third one is a nice two-tone Hawthorn Hawks. So it's a brown colored New Era flag, brown button. Look at this beauty. Hawthorne Hawks. Brown brim, gray under, black sweatband. Super cool logo, I like this. I also have a Hawks hoodie, and I also got their golfer cap. Now I have a 5950. This one is a golfer hat, so it's not a bad snapback. I like it. Let's do a size check. Oh, it fits excellent. Very nice sizing. And then I forgot to check this bombers. Excellent. I like both of them. So now let's go to something real special. Lee mentioned, when he shipped these hats, he said, I'm going to throw in a couple other hats. And just so you know, that these hats is going to be super rare. You cannot get them anywhere, simply because New Era does not have license with them anymore, and just because of Lee's connections or whatnot, he was able to acquire these ones, and it happened to be that these guys who are in my size, and he basically looked out for me, Thank you, Lee. I really, really appreciate it, man. So yeah, he looked out for me and he got me these two. And there's actually, let's look at this one first, in this all the same color mono hat, and look at this, so to speak, not the Batterman, but it says ABL. It's Australian Baseball League. Believe it or not, they do not have many teams. Baseball, for what Lee has told me, it's not that popular in Australia. There are not that many teams. But this is a team from the area he lives at. So Lee's from Melbourne. He lives in one of the suburbs of Melbourne. And this team is called Melbourne Aces. So check out that logo. So you are not gonna see these caps anywhere. They are super, super rare. And if you were lucky enough to get a hold of them, then better take a good care of them, It's a slightly raised logo, outlined in the silver. It has the red M and then the airplane on it. Nothing fancy, very classy. One more time, this Australian Baseball League logo on the back. And the interesting fact about this hat is, so let's see, the under, I think it's black nasty. But to me, there's nothing nasty about it. I don't know why people say that, but to me, I actually fucking like it. I like it okay, For what this hat is, it's perfect. Black sweatband, black UV, navy brim. And let me actually show you the other one, then we're gonna talk about something. And let's do the size check on this Melbourne Aces cap from Australian Baseball League. What do you guys think? It fits good. It's maybe a little snug, but I can stretch it. And then it's gonna be just fine. And if I decide to curve it, which I most likely won't do it, these are just gonna stay in my collection as they are because of rarity of this hat, and I do not want to bend the brim or no nothing. So It's just gonna get locked up in my vault. Well, let's look at this other one, which is the same kind of cap, but this is a two-tone. Same Australian Baseball League logo. Red New Era flag. Red button. And again, Melbourne Aces. Red brim. Same black UV. Black sweatband. Let's see, a hat is made in China. So there is nothing else like on an inside, you know. There are no other little tags in telling that this is an Australian baseball cap besides the back. Nice two-tone. So guess which player has played for Melbourne Aces? Which Major League Baseball player? You know, he's a pretty big star too. Take a guess. National League. He plays for the good team, very good team. You thought about it? That's a trivia question. All right, I'll let you know. Robert Acuna Jr., he played for them. And I believe he played like during the winter break or whatnot, or before he went up to the majors. I don't know exactly at what time, at what point, but he played for Melbourne Aces, Robert Acuna Jr. Yep. So that's kind of a fun fact, you know. So very cool caps. Which one do you like better? This all navy or this two-tone? Let me know. Super cool hats, you know, very happy to have them in my collection. And then Essendon Bombers, Hawthorn Hawks, Sydney Swans, Melbourne Aces, and another Melbourne Aces. So guys, leave in the comments which hats were your favorites. And if you enjoyed this week's video, so that was it for this week. Lost Latvian wishing you all the best. Have a great health, and I'll see you very soon. Lost Latvian out. Stay healthy, my friends. Bye.